Hello, hello. Welcome to a usual Thursday edition here. Bear with me a moment as I finish tweaking the desk because I had a cable where it should not be. It was slightly annoyingly in the way. Alright, so I'm here. My name is Lauren. I'm here as a Stampin' Up demonstrator to do a video as I usually do most Thursdays. And we'll see how this goes tonight because I'm not very prepared, but that's kind of normally for how I am. But first, let's go over the what's new with Stampin' Up World in for me. Alright, so here's my events and dates of info. So right now, there is two really good promotions for if you're looking to make a purchase. One of them being is the Kits collection. There's a BOGO sale, so buy one, get the second one half price. And I've been posting those images day by day in this group as well as in Canada Loves Partying Together event. Just to kind of show that, hey, there's some really nice stuff that's on sale right now. As well, there's items from the mini catalog that's January to June that's ending. So what's happening is the catalog's almost over. And so there's a bunch of items in the catalog that are not carrying over to the new catalog. So that means those items that are retiring, some of them are up to 50% off, which is a really good promotion as well, if you're looking to make a purchase. So as with both of these promos, as supplies last for the month. So as much as it's for the entire month, doesn't mean they're all going to be available. Hello, Marianne. Thanks for watching. June 10th, which is tomorrow, is the last day to sign up for the Paper Pumpkin Kit Pick of the Crop. It's a cute one. It's like a farmer's market kind of feel look to it, which is pretty cool. And this one comes with a little canvas bag. And even those canvas bags are also available as an add-on purchase after, which is cool. And then June 28th, I host on Zoom a free social crafting session at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Anybody can join as long as you have a computer and you're able to, or a phone, and use Zoom. Go ahead, let me know. We just generally just hang out, do some crafting of any sort, and talk, and I'm here for any questions. I host this on a monthly basis, usually on the last, near the end of the month on a Tuesday, usually. Something I'm running for this month is like a little mini Stampin' Club. So for any orders for Stampin' Up placed in June through my demonstrator link, any orders over $50 are entered into a draw. So something new that I'm trying out. As well as July 3rd, I'm looking at doing a bingo game. My friend Donna of Pampered Chef, she just did one of these last week, and I'm like, I want to try one of these. So that's the kind of the going idea. The bingo game is open to anyone in Canada, US, or whatever. Just pick 5 numbers between 1 and 75. Let me know, and we'll do a bingo game. You can always catch the replay. I'll keep track of the numbers and let the winner know that they win. In July, I'm looking to do a Christmas kind of themed. I have yet to determine what my vision is for it, but I'm looking forward to it. As well as in July, there's a new mini catalog coming out. So to kind of clarify, Stampin' Up at any given time always has 2 active catalogs. There's an annual catalog, which goes May to April. Then a mini catalog, so the first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months of the year. So the next mini is coming out in July, and it's very Christmas themed. Actually, my own copy of it just came the other day. I could see it across the room. I haven't even opened it yet. I've been too busy this week. But if you would like a new mini catalog, I can start distributing them July 1st. I'm not allowed to show anything in it yet, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want one, let me know. As well as what's cool in July is Celebration. So if you're new to Stampin' Up! And Celebration is now twice a year event. Whereas they have a list of products on offer. So what happens is anyone who spends $60 or more on regular products off the website, and this even includes Paper Pumpkin prepaid codes. So essentially, spend $60, you get a free item from the list of that's available, and it accumulates from there. If you spend $120, you can get 2 free items of that value, or there's actually items in there of If you spend 120, there's an option to get some items. So this lasts for 2 months when it runs. So this time it's July, August. And this is a really good time if for purchasing. It's a lot of fun. I do try to get most of the items, and they're really nice items that comes out of it. Last time I think they had, oh, I can't remember what they had last time. But there's some really, so it's essentially a combination of some stamps. There's designer series paper, which I call scrapbook paper. Sometimes they got some dies, like they got some bundles. They're really cool items that they come up with during those promos. And so if anyone's interested for party hosting or even the unparty version, give me a shout. I've got open dates. And just to let everybody know, I jump on here most Thursdays each week. I usually start around 7-ish, depending on my schedule. It's been a little complicated this week, because actually, where I live, it's a townhouse complex, so the corporation decided, hey, let's do some paving, yay, which means half the complex has no parking. I'm on the half that has parking, except it's reduced parking, because we're a household of 2 vehicles, and we don't have space for 2 vehicles at the best of times, so we're doing some complicated parking issues. And even tonight, I came home, and someone had parked right in front of the house, and I had to go find them and be like, hey, please move your truck so I can park my truck. So things are a little chaotic here. But yeah, I usually jump on here first on this Facebook group, and then after here, depending on timing, I'll walk the pup. Yes, I do have a puppy who's staring at me. And then I'll go over to my artist page on Facebook, Color the Kitty, and do something over there. And then after all that, I do something over on YouTube. So that's kind of my Thursday night routine. Alright. So Paper Pumpkin promo. Here's a little image to kind of tease it. So Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit. The cost is, I believe it's $32.50 plus tax. It includes shipping because it's a subscription, which is cool. And what's nice is these kits come with everything you need to do the projects. Tonight I'll be showing the one that's still current, that's almost over, the May 2022, the Celebrating in Color. Like these kits, I've been a subscriber for probably about, a couple years now, 3 years almost. And I've missed out a few of them. What's nice is you're able to skip out some months if finances are a little challenging. And I've done that a couple times. But these kits are cool. Now the downside is that it's a teaser picture like this for the next one, for the deadline for tomorrow. So the deadline is always on the 10th of every month. So this one being June 10th, the deadline. The teaser pictures don't show a lot. The descriptions they have give some information. But it's still a really nice project. Most months is card making. Some months is, especially around Halloween and Christmas, they'll have like treat boxes or something. Or even Valentine's, they'll sometimes have treat boxes or gift tags. They're pretty cool. Last fall, for not quite for Halloween, it was more fall, the Haunts and Harvest one, it was making little pumpkin like treat boxes. They're really cute. I have a couple kicking around here. And what was cool with that kit was you could take the box and make it into a wheelbarrow. That was actually really fun. Any questions on Paper Pumpkin, give me a shout. I really like it. I think they're one of the best things out there that Stampin' Up does. And it's just fun to get a box every month of being able to make some projects. On average, anywhere from 9 to 12 little mini projects in it, as an example. Hosting. One talking point I'll just say about hosting tonight is it could be a party, it could be an unparty, it could be a single purchase, could just be a gathering. There's no limitations on how many orders, as some companies have that. The only thing is, to be able to get the rewards, the orders have to equal up to $200 to start, to get the basic rewards of 10%, which is be about $20 based on the 200, and that helps to be able to purchase host-only items. A good time to do something like this is Celebration, because if you spend $200, you get some free Celebration items, plus you still have that $20 to spend on other items. It doesn't have to be host items, it could be anything off the website. So Celebration's a good thing. And also, usually at Celebration, they have a stamp set on offer if the host party orders hit a certain number. I'm not sure what it is this time, but I know in the past it was at least $375. There's a free stamp set to go with that. So, hence why I need to open my mail and see what it is for this summer, which is exciting. Now, for joining, one talking point I can say is the advantage of being a demonstrator. I've only been at this for, just almost a year. July 1st will be my 1-year date. The advantage of being part of this is invites to demonstrator-only events, which is a lot of fun. For example, there's actually 2 for me going on this weekend, this Saturday. And at least I have the advantage of catching the replay, because there's no way I'm going to be catching it live this weekend. So there's one hosted by Stampin' Up Canada as an event that they're doing, I think, on Facebook. And then the team that I'm a part of, they're also doing an event at the same time. So it's kind of cool how they do it that way. So there's a lot of opportunities for networking, meeting people, and just checking out creative ideas. So that's really cool. Okay, enough jibber jabber. I'm just going to get started here. Now I've done the housekeeping portion. Okay, so I've got like a mess of stuff on the table here. This is the paper pumpkin kit, although for this one for May, it's actually, normally it's in like a orangey red box. This time it was in a more of a pretty box, because this was supposed to be the launch of the new In Colors. So In Colors being a set of colors that's kind of like the color theme for the year. I'm just going to move more stuff over, because I usually don't prepare. It's kind of how I am. Each week I just kind of wing it. Alright, so last couple weeks, I have created the projects from this kit. There was actually 5 in total for unique projects. I'll show you the instructions. So here's how it opens up. I got a whole bunch of pieces happening. I'm just going to rearrange my desk slightly better, because I did not get organized here. Okay, so here's what the kit instructions looks like. So every paper pumpkin kit comes with really nice instructions that's in color. Bit of a pun of words there. And there's a ruler on the side. And it gives step by step, rather clear. The older instructions from like 2 or 3 years ago were pretty rough. And Stampin' Up does put out a video each month of a time-lapsed version of creating the projects, which is cool. So there's all these projects. There's a total of 10 in this kit. And then usually they say what it comes with. It's got the coordinating colors. So a lot of Stampin' Up products is color coordinated, which is really useful when trying to work on things. It's got the coordinating colors. Tells me what's in the kit. Sometimes it tells me more in the back. And it gives me a picture of all the materials that's in it. Now what's cool is Stampin' Up Paper Pumpkin. Each kit, each month, comes with reusable stamps, as well as a little ink spot. So this is the Paper Pumpkin ink spot. Now, Stampin' Up does sell a much bigger version. Different color, but you get the size difference. This is actually one of the new In Colors. I haven't even opened it up yet, but yeah. So these are definitely reusable. And as a first-time subscriber, you get one of these to start, which is reusable. And get some colors that, after a while they do kind of dry out. But at least over time, there's a good collection of colors. Because actually, most of my purchases before I became a demo was just Paper Pumpkin. I kept buying Paper Pumpkin kits. Alright, so for tonight, a bit of a story here. The person I signed up under, her name is Teresa from Inkspiration Cards. She hosts each month a Paper Pumpkin class, and she lets me hang out in it because I like to try different things and learn different ideas. Now, the funny thing is, she totally messed up and accidentally in my envelope gave me the pieces that were part of her project for the class. And she's actually local to me. So I'm like, I offered her, I was like, hey, I can drop it off, like, no problem. But she's like, no, just keep it. I'm like, okay, well, I'll use it this week. So I've got these extra. But what's still in the kit is I've got some adhesive dimensionals. I've got some die cuts of labels. I've got this tear and tape, double-sided tape thing happening. And I've got like all these pieces still in here. So I still have a lot. I've got some nice decorative embellishments. So for tonight, I decided I was going to use these pieces. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same thing that she did, but I'm going to try to swap it up. So I've got here a piece of just normal white cardstock that I have kicking around the house. So I'm just going to move stuff around the table a bit. All I did was cut in half from, it was 8.5 by 11, so just cut in half along the 11-inch side. Just going to give it a quick fold. And I grab my bone folder. This is my version. I've yet to pick up the Stampin' Up version. Heads up, so this is a different one. But it's useful. Alright. And I usually stamp the back, but right now I have no vision on how I'm doing this. The back being my Color the Kitty stamp, which is just generic from a store way back in the day. So I've got these pieces that I don't know what I want to do with them yet. And these pieces are actually the designer series paper for the new In Colors. I have a pack, she has a bunch, and she was using this as part of the add-on for the kit. And I'm just looking at how this looks. I don't like where I'm going with it, but I'm just trying to see how it looks and how it feels for me as I get some ideas. It looks too random, doesn't it? So let's try. Just kind of mucking around as I play around with paper. Hence the whole group name, Playing with Papers and Colors. I kind of like that going on. I like it, but at the same time, it's kind of meh. Might have helped if I start off with not white backgrounds, but that's okay. I'm just looking inside my kit in case I get some ideas. I don't like that. Although I'm getting an idea. I just want to get the general layout figured out so I can figure out how I want to do this. I'm going to pull those out. Okay, I like that, but I feel like I need to fill in this white space. Now let me look at my stamps. I don't have a lot to work with. I got these dots, which are kind of meh. I was hoping for different this time. And I just messed it up. Alright, let's see what I can accomplish tonight. Alright, let's do some stamping. Alright, so here's my block. Let's put these off to the side. I have a bit of an idea where I'm going with this. It'll come to me. Alright. The best way to learn is just by doing. Is pull out some materials and try some stuff. So the only picturesque stamp happening in here is the dots and the happy words, and then I got a nice U. Actually, I'm getting an idea. Happy U. There we go. There's an idea. I am going to put some words. Alright, so I'm just going to put this on. It'll help if I put it straight, but that's okay. So it's nice about these photopolymers as you can see through. And I know I've used this stamp, but I still want to give it a quick seasoning, just in case. I'm going to put happy in the top, and I'm going to put U down here. Happy U. And those color pieces of paper are going to go somewhere in the middle. There's my vision. Because I want to do something different than what Teresa did. And I can show you Teresa's version at the end what she did with this, so you have an idea of difference. Alright, so I'm just gonna firm pressure, try not to wiggle it, because that's how it looks weird, and I've slightly messed it up, but that's okay. With that little bit of an H thing happening, because I kind of wiggled. Alright. So, got that started. And I'm going to put the fancy U in the bottom right. And I know I've used this stamp, but again, season it just in case. And this gray is just basic gray. I was actually a little disappointed that for a kit that says ink colors, the ink is gray. So it is what it is. Alright. So then you are going there. Which is cool. Alright. And I have a sponge up here, to clean them after every use. I'll show you in a sec. Stampin' Up, wet it ahead of time. It's a sponge that is well loved. I'm getting chimed for some reason. Alright, so I've got that. Back to these pieces. I'm debating whether or not to use all 4 of them, or okay, this is looking scattered. Because I have no vision here. Alright, well, before I completely move on, I'm going to do some stamping. So I might do some extra stamping, but it gives me a chance to fill in the white space happening here. So what I just did was 2 generation stamping. First one and second one, without adding ink in between the 2, which is a neat technique that I do occasionally. Just so I can fill in some white space. Because part of my style each month is I like to be able to take the stamps and just make a picture out of it. I can, again, if I remember at the end of this video, I can show you how I did that earlier this month. Which is cool. Alright, so I'm just going to keep filling in the border-ish area. Essentially make a border. And then just kind of see how it fills in. Might help if I just keep that open. And each time, kind of sorta, try to turn it around. That way it doesn't always look the same. And it helps to have some scrap paper down for any stamping off the edges, which is useful. Alright, so we got some edging happening. Give a little more here. Which is looking pretty cool, actually. Alright, so then when I lay these down, suddenly that's a little more jazzed up, eh? Oh, there we go. See, 5 minutes ago, this looked like crap. And now this actually looks pretty awesome. But I'm going to add a little more in here of that stamping. Just that way it's a little bit filled in. So let's see how this looks. That's There we go. I like it. Now there's a card. Yay! Alright, well, before I completely finish, I want to stamp the back, because the back for me is important. And then we'll get to the front, and then we will finish this cute project. This turned out nicer than I thought. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to do, now I know it's a portrait versus landscape type of card. I'm going to take my Color to Kitty picture, which I grabbed years ago on a lark. I was in some big box store. We saw it, and it's like cute at the time. I totally didn't even like this stamp, but because it was a cat, and I like cats, I'm like, I'll grab it. And then it really became something for me. There's my block, right in front of me. Okay, then I need another component, which is hiding way up there. So something cool about Stampin' Up is this project I can sell, because if I use the Stampin' Up logo on it, I can sell it. It's called the Angel Policy. And then with the Angel Policy, I always like to kind of add a couple other things. I have a Created By stamp. Now this version is from, I think, a few years ago, this version. I do have newer versions of the same, but better. It's just, I just keep using this one. It's my go-to. So there's the Stampin' Up logo. Get some generous amount of ink on there. And there we go. I slightly screwed it up, but that's okay. There, it's kind of on there twice, but that's alright. It's a demo project, which is fun. Okay. Alright, so then let's actually finish this card. So what I'm going to do is a combination of dimensionals and adhesive. So this will dry pretty good. Alright, so let's get some adhesive. I've got some choices. I got Stampin' Seal, which is this, which is useful. Now I will admit it's a little pesky to work with. Alright, so I've got this happening. I'm just gonna put it on there, which is cool. And then cap that for a moment. I'm gonna grab some dimensionals. So dimensionals being adhesives that give a 3D effect, which are these guys. I had minis in the box, but I wanted to use the larger ones. They're like hexagon shapes, so you can kind of get the idea now. So they're pretty cool for a 3D feel. So just stick them on, and they have white caps on them, and they come off pretty easily. So there we go. Just peel off the white caps. Helps to have nails, I'll be honest. Alright, and then the finale. Ta-da! There's our neat little project. Alright, so because I kept talking about projects, let me show you what I've been doing with this kit. Or at least some of it anyway. Once I find all my supplies to put them back in the box. I'm putting these because I'll need them later. Alright, let's see if I can reach for you what I've been doing with these guys. Alright. So here's some originals from the kit. We've got these two. And then that's another one. Another original, I think. And then these were from the class I do have Teresa, so there's that one. This is the one where we had the extra pieces, and then we did that one. Just cool. And then I did this one just using stamp ink and colored pencils, which is nice. And then there we go. So it all, you know, there's more of the other ones I have. It's just I don't have them pulled out right now. But there we go. That way gives you an idea of how you can go with, let's see here. Here's a sample of 3 from the originals. And how you can go from there and create much more just inspired from the kit, which is cool, and more. So there we go. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this inspires a little bit of crafting. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I'm here to help. And this has been a lot of fun for me. Like, I do really enjoy coloring and crafting and such. But yeah, so this is tonight's little cutie, just for something different. And yeah, alrighty. So I'll be back next week with, in theory, the new kit, which is the pick of the crop. If I'm not with it that week with the new kit, I may very well have a Christmas thing happening. Not as my main Christmas in July concept, but just overall. Do something different. And yeah. So, thanks for watching. Feel free to hashtag replay and have a great night, everybody. Bye for now.